Okay, this is Snow is Falling for viola. So a couple things just to look forward at before we play through. Look ahead on your first line to the very end, those last couple measures. It's measure 5 and 6. It's where you have the whole note tied to a half note, and it's all in one bow for all 6 beats, and you're supposed to crescendo through those 6 beats. So the key is to start closer to your balance point, closer to your fingerboard, and with a slow bow. As you count, you can kind of add a little weight, try to move your bow a little bit closer towards your bridge. So we get this 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, J crescendo, 3, 4. Going into measure 7, you then have to jump right into 8th notes. The best way to prepare for that is while you're playing those tied notes in 5 and 6, start subdividing and counting your 8th notes. So you can jump in measure 7 without guessing and making sure you're keeping steady. So starting in measure 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. For these slurred notes, every time you have these slurred notes, whether it's 3 or 4 notes in a bow, you want to use most of your bow. It'll help you play it clearly, smoothly. You won't feel like you need to add a lot of weight to get a big full sound, but it'll also help you get the string crossings without as much of a struggle. Make sure when you are crossing strings, focus on that elbow. Make sure you're using your elbow to drop and lift and that you're letting your wrist move with it. If your wrist is locked, you're going to have to do a lot of work. If your fingers and wrist can move with your elbow, it's going to help you make these string crossings without a lot of effort and so that it's really clear and smooth. In measure 13, when you come in, you have a new rhythm. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. Make sure to pull a smooth bow on the quarter note and then follow it with 2 staccato 8th notes. So very stopped, very light on the string. And then 2 measures after that in measure 15. You have some tricky string crossings. So in 15, the best way to prepare is while you're playing that first finger on the D string, try to get that 3rd finger over to the G and either have it set ahead of time or have it right above the tape so you can quickly press it down. Use a full bow. And then here you have to reach your 3rd finger up, high 3 to 4. So that takes you measure 13 through measure 16. I'm going to play all 4 of those measures so you can see and hear. 1, 2, and. Short, short. Pull. Pull. High 3. Measure 19. So you can see in measure 19 as well, I pulled a lot of bow. It's supposed to be forte, and halfway through the measure, instead of an open D, I have a 4th finger. That's to help you avoid 2 more string crossings. Here with the 4th finger, we have to cross over to the G string, and then we stay there. Without it, it's 2 extra string crossings and it causes a little bit of an accent. It's hard to play smoothly. So play that 4th finger, do not avoid it. At measure 21, you have bell tones. So the accents where you're going to dig in, pull that bow really fast, and then you can kind of play regular. You don't have to press in as hard. You don't have to pull your bow as fast. It helps create that sound of a bell, so this sounds like a nice wintry song. At 27, you have that same rhythm starting that you had in 13, except you have to follow it by 2 quarter notes. So watch that rhythm change. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. You also in this section have a couple of high threes because you have to play that F sharp on the C string. So make sure you're reaching that third finger high enough and you're adding a little extra weight anytime you're on the C string. 3, 4. Get that third finger set high. Slur. High 3. Aside from that, we start repeating a lot of the same styles or rhythms. And then again at 39, halfway through that line in the very last couple measures, you have the bell tones again. So I am going to play through this entire piece for you. I'm gonna set the metronome at 80. Starting from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Measures of rest.